everybody. Happy Monday. Give me a moment while I start sharing. Hey, man. Give me a moment while I start sharing out. Excuse me. Our broadcast. While I'm doing this, let me say hello to my mom and my dad and my sister and all of my family and friends who give my show a gander. I appreciate you so much. And I appreciate y'all who don't know me and hang out with me because, hey, Zephyrina, thanks, doll. Okay. So, all right, we're all shared out on Facebook. Let's get ourselves closer to. No, let's get ourselves. All right, there's a lot happening on social media right now, and I'm not ready. Okay. Begin in your own eyes. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we are all shared out on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We're gonna, hey girl, hey. We're gonna have a good time today, guys. We have got a healthy amount of stories today. Prince Rogers Nelson will be in the building this evening. Okay. The purple one, the man who can play all the instruments, the symbol, Prince. We're going to be talking about Prince tonight. Nintendo is getting even richer. It just popped in. Hello, Just T. What else? If you guys if you guys are energy drink people, there's a story for you guys. And it's also a cautionary tale about, this social media marketing. Hello, Premier Choice Events. And I have a question, you guys. You already had a huge collection of high heels. Listen, Prince did what he wanted. I have a question for you guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to cover everything that I want to cover tonight, but we're going to do our best, okay? Okay. So we're getting started at 8:05. Make sure that, you share this out at 8:05 to your friends who may need a little bit of guidance in, how to operate in the business world. This is for them. This is for us. Okay, I see Instagrams, y'all coming in. Okay, hey guys, what's going on? Yes, I like this. Facebook, I don't know what's going on with y'all. Like, y'all have been, I guess you guys are out enjoying the rest of summer. So I'll give you a pass. That's okay. All right, we're getting started very, very shortly. Less than a minute, okay? And I'm excited about our show. No, this is upside down. Let me delete this. What did you guys do over the weekend? Did you do anything fun? I went for a nature walk with my friend. I went to an R&B celebration. I had a good weekend. All right. So we're getting started momentarily. Grab your drinks, grab your pen and paper, and we are live, okay? Hold on. You went shopping. Okay, hold on. Let's do these. Okay. Oh, y'all had some very busy weekends. All right, let's get started. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. Oh, gown shopping. That sounds very fancy. If this is your first time watching, like, who's this lady? Why is she on the internet? Why is she in my ear or in my face? I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting, LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation with the state, making sure you have EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, getting contracts for clients and partners so you don't get left holding the bag, brand protection strategies so people don't steal your business ideas, and hiring and training strategies so you don't get sued for discrimination. Oh, thanks. I help you do all of these things. If you're wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of these things, I am a licensed attorney. I have been one for 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I am very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but if you have amazing business ideas, and if you're going to be successful in business, there are just some things you need to get your business life together. I want to help you do that, okay? Connect with me. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you're a first-time client. If you're not a first-time client, you can book a Talk to Me Tuesday session where you can get 25 minutes for $25. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and to the podcast. So if you ever miss one of these live broadcasts, you can catch up at your leisure. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is where you get everything related to me, my digital products. This month, we are focusing on bank accounts and money management and things like that for business. So this month we are focusing on the Boss Up Business Bundle. Okay, that's at Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. And last but not least, Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can find this very cute, very lovely mug. If you are a supporter of the show and you want to show your support out in these streets, go grab yourself a t-shirt, go grab yourself a mug. The t-shirts come in 3 colors, black, white, and navy blue. The mugs are super cute. All right. So Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. That's where you guys reach me. All right. Okay. So now we've got the business side out of the way. Let's get to the gossip while we're here. All right. So just in case there's someone who is watching for the first time, here is how the show works. I pull stories from the news, stories from blog sites. What the heck is that? Anywhere I find inspiration for stories. I get stories from you guys as well. She's not on here yet, but 76 Grimke, she's like the unofficial writer for the show. But I find, I take stories that have lessons that we can learn as business owners and entrepreneurs, and I bring them to you and we discuss them, okay? And pull out the lessons that we can learn. So this is the time for you to get involved. I want your questions. I want your comments, as long as they are respectful. I will be asking you to give me some emojis. I will be asking your opinions on things, okay? So I want you, it's just more fun when we all participate. So please don't be shy. Pull up, come sit on the couch. Everybody's welcome. All right. Okay, so let's get started. So even before we start our stories, we do our NPL nuggets. If you don't know what NPL nuggets are, it is just a quick business concept that I teach in a couple of minutes. Something that I feel like you should know. And like I said, this month we are focusing on bank accounts and money management as an entrepreneur, right? Last week we talked about how, as a business owner, you need to have a separate account for your business. You shouldn't be running your business from your personal account, right? Because you need to, and why do you do that? Not only because it's commingling of funds, which is something I'll explain down the line, but you need to be able to keep track of your expenses as an entrepreneur so you can get the deductions that you need, right? And all of the perks of having an official business. And the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about today is setting a budget for yourself as a business owner. Look, when you're working a 9 to 5, you can it's kind of easy to develop a budget because you know exactly how much you're going to get every time you get paid, and you can work that out. But as an entrepreneur, it's not guaranteed that you're going to make the same amount all the time. So you have to have a system for budgeting your money that you make, right? So I have a system. It's based on the amount of revenue that you generate as a business. If you want access to this system, it's a chart that I found online. If you just want to do your own research, that's fine. But I do encourage you guys to pick up my Money Management for Entrepreneurs ebook. It is in the Boss Up Business Bundle. It's gonna give you, the tips on how to structure your business, getting your revenue stream together, breaking down the budget, figuring out, what payment processor to use based on their fees. There's a lot of good tips in there for you to start building the foundation for your business finances. Okay, so pick up the Boss Up Business Bundle. Thanks, Efrina. All right. So now that we have finished the NPL nugget, let's get to our stories. All right. Okay, friends, if you are a Prince fan, there's a purple rain emoji. Yes, I believe there's a purple rain emoji or some type of umbrella emoji. If you are a Prince fan, give me the umbrella emoji, purple rain emoji, whatever you can find. And everybody should be giving me an emoji. If you don't like Prince, don't watch my show. All right. If you didn't know, Prince died without a will. Thank you, Zephyrina. Prince died without a will. And Prince really wasn't into, trademarks and stuff. While he was fiercely protective over his music, Prince didn't really take care of the business when it came to the other stuff. Hey, Canna Cape Cod, trademarks. So there is a wine company based out in Ohio. The name of the company is Luva Bella, L''UVA BELLA. And they have put out, thank you for the purple rains, yes. And they have put out a line of wine that they are calling Purple Rain Wine. Thank you for all of the umbrellas. Thank you. They put out a line of wine that they called Purple Rain Wine. And now the company that manages Prince's estate, which is Nelson Prince Rogers Records, they are suing Purple Rain Wine because they're saying, look, we originated the phrase Purple Rain. Nobody was talking about Purple Rain until Prince came out with the movie, in 1986, I believe. Here's the problem. Prince never trademarked the term Purple Rain. It's not trademarked. So they basically have to rely on Prince's clout and his impact as a performer on society, I guess, to make this a thing. Now, I don't think that's going to be hard, but this would have been a lot easier had Prince or had Prince's attorneys, had the foresight to trademark this phrase. So now Prince's estate has to fight this wine company, and really, I guess, well, not necessarily a loss. While legal trademarks are the preferred method, if you're like a big enough, impact on society, there can be exceptions. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens between Prince's estate and Purple Rain Wine. But I want to know from you guys, Should Luva Bella Wines, should they be able to have their line of Purple Rain wines? Or should Prince's estate be able to put a halt to that because nobody was talking about Purple Rain before Prince did it? Who do you think should win in this scenario? Given all that we have talked about, about trademarks and things like that, right? So yeah, let me know who you think should win, Prince's estate or Purple Rain wines. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit fast today because I want to get through all of these stories. So let me know what your comments are. And while I'm starting the next story, I will come back to your comments, okay? So moving on to our second story of the night. If you have ever owned any type of Nintendo game system, please, hello, Red Baron 55. If you've ever owned any type of Nintendo game system, please give me a video game controller emoji. Kels Butter said, well, now that you said that, I guess they should try to delay. You think that Prince's estate should try to delay or Purple Wines should try to delay, Kels Butter? Let me know. Kels Butter said, now that you said that, I guess they should try to delay. Who should try to delay? And while Kels is letting us know who should delay, we've got some video game controllers from Zephyrina. I know we got more gamers in here, but put them in there so we can set up for our next story. I keep gleeking. The estate should try to delay. Okay. Yeah, I think they should file it. Zephyrina said, can his estate file for a trademark for Purple Rain? They absolutely could. The issue is, why didn't you do this before? Prince died without a will, so obviously he wasn't really concerned with legal paperwork. But at the very least, protect this, iconic movie, and this phrase that nobody talked about before your movie. So they can definitely try and trademark it now. It's just, we'll have to wait and see what happens. All right. Okay, moving on to our next story. So my gamers, I guess we only have one person who's ever had a Nintendo gaming system. That's cool. I had the very first Nintendo gaming system when I was a child. I tell you guys this all the time. I never beat the first Super Mario Brothers. Hello, Magic Hands Mobile Car Wash. All right, so Nintendo just came into a little bit more money. Hi, Just Incredible. Just came into a little bit more money, a drop in that gigantic bucket of money that Nintendo is worth. I don't know exactly how much Nintendo is worth. Just he said I had one as a kid. Me too. But I'm sure the company is worth about, several $1 billion. But even so, Nintendo does not duck hunt. I liked Duck Hunt. But even so, Nintendo does not play about their name. They don't play about their technology, nothing. Now, this is, we don't usually talk about patents a lot on here. Usually the stories we cover have to do with trademarks and copyrights, right? But today is a patent story. So Nintendo just won the equivalent of 30 million American dollars in Japan because another gaming company that goes by the name Colopl, COLOPL, they violated several of Nintendo's patents relating to operating a joystick over a touch panel. I do not know what that means because I do not play video games. But my gamers out here, does anybody know anything about operating a joystick over a touch panel? Whatever that is, Nintendo has a patent on it, and as well as some other things. And Colopol apparently copied the patents, got access to them, and copied it, and made their own game and used it in a game called White Cat Project. I asked you guys in my stories if you had heard of that game. Only one of you recognized it. But because Nintendo was able to prove that Colipol had violated their patents because, one, they had legal patents to begin with. They have just won a judgment of $30 million. Now, $30 million is not much to Nintendo. I'm sure they're worth billions of dollars. But this company, Colipol, I've barely heard of them. I don't know how much they're worth. I think $30 million might put a heavy dent in their wallet. So this is why it's important that you do not violate people's intellectual property, copyrights, trademarks, patents, none of them, okay? You do not want to end up with a ridiculously high judgment against you because you used someone's mark. Lest we forget the Australian shoe store owner who owes the Uggs company $500,000 because he was calling his shoes Uggs. Y'all need to be careful out in these streets, okay? These brands do not care. They want their money. All right? Okay. Okay, before we move on to our next stories, I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. Oh, thank you for the hearts, guys. If you're in the startup phase of your business and you are looking for some legal guidance, I'm here to help you, okay? Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, set up some time with your girl. Go pick up the free Biz Launch cheat sheet to help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast so you can see my lovely face and all my over 400 videos that I have on there teaching you about these concepts, okay? But yeah, go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and let's talk. Okay, moving on. If you drink energy drinks, please give me like a lightning bolt emoji. If you're an energy drink drinker, whether that be Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, I don't know the other names. Those are the three that I know. But if you drink energy drinks, give me a lightning bolt emoji. I drink them very rarely, like if I'm super, super tired and I need to be up. But I try not to drink them, okay? Thank you, Zephyrina, for the lightning bolt emojis. Anybody else? I try to drink more water than anything. But whether or not you drink energy drinks, if you have heard of Bang Energy Drink, please give me a B in the comments. If you have heard of Bang Energy Drinks, give me a B in the comments. If you have not, just say no. Okay? Now this is becoming an all too familiar situation because of social media marketing, and people, thank you, Kel's Butter, and people they're doing commercials all the time. People are doing commercials on their social media, right? And you make it nice and you have your music in the background. Bang Energy has basically been promoting their energy drink on TikTok. And these TikTok videos that they use to promote their energy drink, they have used apparently 132 songs that are owned by Sony Music. They have used these 132 songs in about 200 videos, and Sony Music wants their money. You've seen the videos. I don't have a TikTok account, so I don't even. Y'all, look, I do not want to get a TikTok account, but do you think it's worth it for me to open one just to find out what these people are talking about? Let me know. Anyway, but Sony, they found out Bang Energy Drink. They're like, so girl, you're just gonna use all our music and not even ask us? So they are suing Bang Energy Drink for copyright infringement for using 132 songs and over 200 videos. Now, apparently, Bang Energy Drink is quite popular. From what I see here, you guys know about it. Kel said he knows what it is. Zephyrina said she knows what it is. Zephyrina said, yes, you can promote on there as well. Oh, girl, I'm old. I maybe just go watch videos. Somebody has to like give me a TikTok tutorial or something. Um, Anyway, but this is not an uncommon situation. I don't know if you guys remember, but remember we talked about Peloton being sued. Was it Sony Music or Warner Music? They were being sued by another big music production company because they were using their music for their fitness things, but had no licenses. Kel's Butter said they really don't taste that good. I mean, who drinks energy drinks for the flavor? Zephyrin said, I've heard of them, but never drank Bang. Okay. Well, either way, Bang is out here using Sony's music without permission, and Sony is not having it. So they are suing Bang Energy for copyright infringement, and this could potentially cost them millions of dollars. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens between Sony and Bang Energy. Maybe they'll settle. Maybe they'll do some licensing thing. Maybe Sony will win. We will have to see. But how much do you think Sony could reasonably ask for since Bang Energy has used supposedly 132 of their songs? Let's speculate. What's the minimum amount we think that Sony Music might ask for? Let me know what you guys think. How much money do you think Sony might want from Bang Energy for using 132 songs without license? Zephyrina said it will be a bang in their pocket. It will, girl. It will. Kel's Butter said 5 million. I think that's okay. Actually, that's kind of low. 76 Grim Gray said 15 million. I think that's more kind of in the Sony target. 5 million to them is like pocket change. But good guess, Kel's Butter. I think we're probably going to be in the double digit millions when it comes to Sony, though. But we will have to wait and see what happens. All right. Okay. Moving on to our next story. This is actually more of an issue that I wanted to ask you guys. Okay. I want to get your take on this. So I'm going to ask you the question first, and then we're going to talk about the facts. So the question that I want to ask you is, should you be able to license out your license? Okay. So that's the question. Should you be able to license out your license? Okay. Now, you may be like, what is she talking about? I'm going to explain. We all know about 9/11 that happened in 2001. I remember exactly where I was. It was my junior year in college. I remember I was about to go to class and I was trying to watch my show before class, and I was like, what's going on all the news stations, all that stuff, right? Okay. But 9/11 was a big event, and footage for 9/11 was very valuable, right? So a lot of journalists, a lot of videographers, they shot footage of 9/11, the buildings, things like that, right? And they licensed these videos out to media outlets. Specifically, there is a gentleman by the name of Anthony University, right? He took 9/11 footage and he licensed it to CBS. He said, CBS, you can use my footage to do your reports, right? So CBS, they pay him for his footage. They sign a contract and they start using the footage for different things. But then Anthony's he starts seeing what CBS is doing with this footage. And he's like, wait a second, we didn't agree to that. We didn't agree to that. We didn't agree to that, right? So he sued CBS for violating the licensing contract. But while this was happening, CBS licensed out their content that they made using his footage to other media outlets, right? So, and these were media outlets that Anthony Fionarelli had no connection with, right? So let's say, okay, Anthony gave CBS permission to use his video. CBS uses it for some type of expose on 9/11, and then let's say they license out that expose using his footage to NBC. Okay, we're going to put it that simply. So Anthony Fionarelli, he is upset. He doesn't feel like CBS should be able to license out these works that have his that are using his work. He at least feels like he should get a piece of the pie. Now, a judge has already made a ruling on this. He said that other other outlets using the footage, it depends on how they're using it. That would determine whether it's infringement, but we're not going to get into that tonight. But what I want to know from you guys as an educated crowd is why would, or not why would, but do you think if somebody gives a license to someone to use something and they create something using that license, in this example, we're using a video. I make a video and I license to you to make something, and you make a video and use a snippet of my video, should you be able to license out your work that uses my work, right? Without telling me. Should I be entitled to a piece of that pie too? Or is that all you? What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Mm-mm-mm. And if it's not clear, please let me know and I will do my best to explain it more clearly, the situation that I'm talking about. Okay. So Kels Butter, can you expand on your yep, please? Zephyrina is thinking she gave me a hmm. So let's say, I make these videos online here, but I decide that I want to make them private, right? But I license them out to, I don't know, WeTV, and WeTV uses a snippet, but then WeTV licenses it out to Warner Brothers Films. Should I get a piece of that Warner Brothers Films pie? Red Baron said share the pie. Okay, so you guys think Anthony should get a piece of the pie. All right. Anybody else have any other opinions? Okay, we're making good time. I'm going to be able to do my last story. Yes. Any other opinions? I think that it depends. I agree with the judge. It's how the new work is being used, because there are fair use exceptions. 76 Grimke said, I would want a cut of the profits because it's from my original work. Okay. Yeah. And I think the judge said in some cases he was entitled to it, but in other cases he wasn't. If you want to know like the whole background, look up Anthony Fionarelli versus CBS. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to know what your opinions were on that. Hello, Montiesh. Kels Butter said, well, because they're using part of his stuff. They are using part of his stuff, but yes, and you're very right. And that's where we have to figure out, or that's where the judge is saying, okay, yes, in some cases you're entitled to it, but we have to figure out, how is the work being used? Is it being used as fair use? Are they, making something new out of it? And those are the criteria that the judge was using to make his decision. All right. Moving to our last story of the evening. This was actually kind of funny, but it brought back some memories. One of my very first clients who I helped obtain a trademark. I remember when she was waiting, for communication from the USPTO, and she was getting all this mail, and she didn't know what was official and what wasn't. And I had to, guide her through some of it and let her know that some of that was junk mail, and not to be worried. But The USPTO has become very concerned about people committing intellectual property fraud or doing scams using their using the USPTO name. So the USPTO is trying to trademark their own name and logo. And my question to them is, where were y'all, girl? You are literally the organization, which is this is why I entitled the show "Remove the Beam in Your Own Eye." Trade USPTO, you are literally the organization that handles trademarks and patents and intellectual property, and you did not secure the bag yourself. You have seen that there is fraud. You're waiting until fraud was being committed out here to secure your own name. For any of you out here that have trademarks by any chance, if you did it yourself or something, or if your attorney told you, did any of you get like funny looking mail? This happens all the time because when you file your trademark applications, right, it's public knowledge. So you have people who will scour those lists of people who have applied, and they're trying to make a buck. So they'll be out here, sending their little emails. It's like when you get those phishing emails from Amazon or PayPal, but it's spelled wrong or it has funny looking characters in it. That's essentially what's going on with the USPTO. So they are now trying to trademark their own name and logo to prevent fraud out here in these streets where people are filing trademarks because trademark applications have risen. So that's just further proof that I tell y'all all the time. Nobody is above intellectual property law, not even the organization that manages intellectual property. All right. So you need to get your stuff in order as much as you can as early as possible. Because look at this. USPTO is fighting the same fight that the average business owner has, and you're a government institution. So intellectual property, it's not. It doesn't care who you are. Intellectual property is for everybody. Okay. Intellectual property is for the streets. All right. So those were the stories that I wanted to. Oh my gosh, my throat is so dry. All right, so those were the stories that I wanted to share with you this evening. Thank you guys for participating in the conversation. I always love to hear your perspectives. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. We will be back tomorrow with more stories. If you missed the NPL Nugget, we are talking about money management for entrepreneurs. Be sure that you pick up the Boss Up Business Bundle so you can get my Money Management for Entrepreneurs ebook. Make sure you're booking your one-on-ones. Tomorrow is Talk to Me Tuesday. If you want just to pick my brain, you've got a few questions, you can go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and book yourself a Talk to Me Tuesday session. What else? If you find any stories you want me to talk about, please send them to my inbox. 76 Grim K was in my inbox at like 8 o'clock this morning talking about, girl, this is what's going on in the world. She's the unofficial writing team. Yes. So that's what I have for you. We'll be here tomorrow night. Thank you again for your presence. I appreciate you. And we will talk tomorrow. Bye.